On September 20th, I met with Mike Simon, the principal of Verplank Elementary School, to go over his ideas that were generated after attending the edible school garden. Mike's pretty excited about the idea. I entered in off of Alcott Street. Actually, I prepared this video to give everyone a little bit better idea what we're talking about. This would be how we access the gardens going down the side of the school where there's a large playground that I would imagine on weekends and summers wouldn't be much of an issue to use for parking, and certainly access back to the gardens on the grounds of Verplank is one of our town pools that's no longer open. Actually, I think this pool's been closed for 2 or 3 years. You can see it's kind of a mess right now. Access would be between the building and off the parking lot between the building and the pool, where there is a gate at one end that is usually always open, according to Mike. As you can see, the back of the school is a pretty large area, and this is mainly accessed just by the kids in the school, not even used much for a playground. I wanted you to get a feel for the land. Along the side of the building there is what was a raised, where you can see where the pole is with the bluebird house on it, there was a raised bed that could be resurrected and could almost be an edible school kind of idea. Along the back of the building, which is the kindergarten first grade wing, off in the corner by the door, Mike said there is a faucet for access to water. This is actually how kids would get in and out of the building to get out to the gardens. All the way along the eastern side, and by the way, the whole back is fenced in, but there's still issues with lots of animals, deer, raccoons, skunks, there's a lot of animals back there. The whole side of the property is facing east toward Spencer Street, is fenced in, and there's a bit of a nature trail. What we're thinking about, and Mike has been thinking about, is right in this area next to the pool. It's a large rectangular area. The tree in the middle, it looks like a Y, is where the corner is. That would be a perfect location for gardens. There's also a butterfly garden there that I'll come back to have a better picture of in a minute. But I wanted to get you an idea of the lay of the land, of where everything is located back there, and really how large this area is. Once again, that eastern side with all the fence and the access to the building where teachers and kids and parents can get in and out. The butterfly garden was built by the Youth Service Bureau years ago, and it looks in pretty good shape. I'm sure it could be maintained. But as you can see, this large flat area would be absolutely ideal. Behind the fence at that end is the senior citizen housing, so don't anticipate any issues. And then back to give you a feel for where the pool is, the side or the end of the pool and the building and where we walked in, the gate is right over there in the corner by those windows. Leaving, as I said earlier, there's a couple of ways to access. One is that big parking lot. And the other is there's a side street. Now, I'm not sure about access and parking on the side street, and you can see that down the sidewalk back by where that white house is. There's a dead end right there, and I didn't drive back to see what the sign said, if sign said there's parking or not. But as you can see, there is a large area that's used for parking for recreation. This is mainly where the kids have their playground, and then back out to Alcott Street.